Hi Aries, welcome to your weekly reading. I'm Lisa Kostick. I'm the owner of the Pink Lotus Spiritual and Wellness Center. So before we begin, just letting you know that this is a general reading for Aries Sun, Moon, and Rising, and that's March 21st through April 19th. The information in this reading may not resonate with everyone, so just take what you are drawn to and leave the rest behind. If you would like a personal reading or any of my other services, please contact me through my information listed below. Also, please be aware of any potential scammers going around. I will never contact you first for a reading or contact you saying that I can remove a curse from you. So I've already cleansed this space and the cards. So let's begin. I'll be using my Halloween Oracle deck, which is my favorite deck. Okay, so I apologize for in advance for clearing my throat and coughing a little bit. Excuse me. I had COVID 2 years ago, and I have long-term effects from it, so I apologize in advance. Okay, so we're going to do a general reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Now, how I do my readings is I let Spirit pick the cards. That way, if you get cards that you don't like, you can't blame me. So I just wait until cards fall out or they flip over. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer than others, but I don't like picking cards myself. If it's in-person readings, I usually let the person pick the cards. But most of the readings I do are online. Okay, so we're looking for, I would say, at least 6 cards for Aries. Please, Spirit Guides, Angels, Ascended Masters, Past Loved Ones. There we go. Okay. Oh, we got a few of them. Okay. So let's get at least 2 more cards for Aries, please. There's one. And maybe one more, if not more. There will be times throughout the reading when I am silent for a bit, just so you know. It's only because I can hear Spirit a little bit better when I'm not speaking. One more card for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. There we go. Thank you. Okay. So how I typically do my readings is I let you know the general meaning of each card, okay? And then I tie it all together at the end for a message for you. Or I can kind of give you the message as I go also. I may pick cards from another deck at the end just for clarification on things, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. So this first card is forgiveness. Now this is forgiveness regarding either you forgiving yourself or forgiving others. It could also mean that you're seeking forgiveness from somebody. Okay, so there's three different things it could be. Everything depends on how the other cards play out. Okay, so this next card is the Skull of Flowers. This is actually a really good card. Underneath it says creating through the ashes. So this card indicates that sometimes the universe gives us a blank slate to work from so that we can build what we really want rather than just settling for less. This card also has a kind of phoenix energy, you know, the phoenix rising from the ashes. But it is an energy of success through adversity, which is good. Oh, I forgot to mention this forgiveness card. This can also be reducing burden, because underneath it says reducing burden, which can go along with forgiveness. Okay. This next card is the Underworld. Underneath it says where all things pause and begin again. So with this card, you're being asked to consider exactly what you have to do to transform your life into something you find easier or more authentic to you. And this could involve changing course. It may involve some trials and tests and challenges, but you need to keep moving. This card also indicates that while things may fall away and your life may appear not so good for a time, that this is temporary and space is being made into which you can create new. Okay, it's very much similar to this card. Okay. I'm just listening. All right, the next card is the Spider. And this, underneath it says community and web weaving. So basically with this card, it's letting you know that there's a fine line between a family or friends supporting us and them controlling us. There's a fine line between the two, okay? And that you need to review the way that you communicate with people, either in the community, at work, with family, friends, and take steps to improve communication or do it slightly differently. This also indicates that that there needs to be a balance between what you do for yourself and what you do for others. Okay, so it's a little bit about, again, that fine line between support and control. Okay, so, and this next card is Winter. Underneath it says the sacredness of pausing. So this card indicates that it's time to let go of what no longer serves you. And it's time to take real action to change those things in your life. Okay? So anything that is extra and burdensome, you need to release it. That goes along with that card. Somebody's a spider. Somebody's a spider in your life. This is somebody, and I know I didn't get to this card yet, but I'm already getting messages. The spider is somebody either from work or a friend or family that feels they can butt into your life. I think the forgiveness part of things is forgiving this person, but also forgiving yourself for letting them control things. It doesn't necessarily have to be a huge control over your life. It can be little things. But I feel like there's somebody in your life who likes to try to be pushy, but almost makes it seem like, I'm not trying to hurt you, honey. I'm just trying to be supportive because I love you. Like one of those things, but really they're like super toxic with it, but they mask it as support. That's the type of energy I'm getting, okay? Whoever that person is, you have so many cards here that are telling you to change the situation and to let go of the negative crap in your life, which is the spider. Whoever that is, and I'm not saying you necessarily have to cut ties completely with this person, because when it's family or even at work, it's a little bit difficult sometimes to completely cut ties. But what you need to do is have a little bit better boundaries. And maybe the forgiveness is they just don't know how to be any other way. This is how they feel they're showing love, but it's not really love. It's more control. Maybe they just don't know any better. But I think that has to be some of the forgiveness with it. Okay, let me do this last card here before I get too off track. So the Mummy, underneath it says change. That seems to be the theme for this reading. So this card is basically indicating that change is inevitable. No matter how hard you try, things will not be preserved exactly the same way, okay? But the change that's coming is going to be for the better. This is saying that a change of tactics is needed. Yeah. But you can take control and change the things that you need to. So basically, that's what it is. The Winter's telling you to let go of anything that doesn't serve you anymore, which I'm getting is this spider person. Even if it's just you, not necessarily, like I said, cutting them out of your life, but setting that boundary, there has to be a change. Because I feel like I mean, having that type of energy around you is toxic, and it's not good for you mentally or emotionally. So you have to let go of that person, and that's the change. And the thing is, see, this is telling you to be more authentic to yourself. You can change your life into something that you find more authentic. It's easier for you to be truer to yourself if you don't have this person hanging over you, telling you what they think you should do with different things in your life. Get rid of them. Or just put the boundaries up if you can't fully get rid of that person. If you can cut ties, I think I would. Because it's negative energy. And you need to be able to cut all that out so you can rise from the ashes. Because I don't feel like there's some aspect of your life, either it's love relationships or work or just happiness in general, that you're not reaching your full potential with things because they're holding you back. They have too much say, and you're letting them have a little bit too much say in what happens in your life. You got to let go of that. Sorry. I'm going to pull a card from my Psychic Tarot. Just to see if we can get some type of clarifier. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. Please, spirit guides, angels, ascended masters, past loved ones. We'd like a card, maybe two, if you feel so inclined. We have three of them. I'm going to take them. Okay. Let's see. It's interesting that you got the sacral chakra. Okay, so the sacral chakra, for those of you who don't know, is the second chakra, and it's located 2 finger widths below your belly button. Okay, it relates to emotions, desires, creativity, sexuality, and any physical body parts in that area. Okay. It's basically telling you that you need to keep this chakra balanced. And that might have to do with the emotional part of it. Okay. So to keep it balanced, you need to be moving. Okay. So you can try dancing, anything that moves your hips and lower abdomen. You can practice yoga. Meditation is always good. You can find lots of meditation videos on YouTube that help to balance all of your chakras, but they have specific ones just for the sacral chakra. You can also try expressing your sexuality or nurturing yourself. Okay? And you do matter. That's the basics of this chakra, is reminding yourself that you matter. I think it's hard to remember that when this spider is around. It's your life, and you matter. Not everything has to go with what this spider tells you, okay? It's your life. You do what you want. Some people forget that, and it's easy to forget when you have somebody constantly telling you that you're wrong. Okay, so this other card is mental conflict. This might be linked to that spider, I'm sure. Okay. So this card deals with the inability to move forward. And really it's because self-doubt and indecisiveness is emerging. Or not being able to take action with a person or a situation in your present life. So it may not be an easy decision, but you're already aware of this. So just remember that you have the strength and courage and power to make all the necessary considerations. There is assistance out there for you in making decisions and final choices that need to be made. So seek out and listen to any wise counsel to help you make the right decisions. Okay. And also listen to your intuition and have faith in yourself. You know when something is right or when it doesn't feel right. Okay. But ultimately, this card is saying that peace and harmony will soon be yours. I think once you take care of this situation with the spider, it will be a huge weight lifted off of your mental state and your emotional state. Okay. Okay, so this last card is Truth. And excuse me. This card illustrates it could be spiritual awakening or clarity or the revelation of truth. So sometimes it takes a wake-up call to get your attention and show you how far you need to go. And this card comes forth to do that, okay? Evaluation of the past along with the lessons you've learned or still need to understand now have to be a top priority. And doing so will enable you to forgive, accept, and heal so that you can move forward in a balanced spiritual mindset. This card is also indicating that a significant change must be made in a certain area of life. Hello, theme. That's the theme. But still, don't make hasty decisions. You know, take your time. Make careful judgments. Don't just go cutting people off. I mean, you know, weigh the options and figure out how best to do it. Because whatever steps you take now will have consequences. Okay? So you have to think ahead on some things. Like I said, if it's a family member or somebody at work, you got to be a little careful. It gets a little sticky when you're dealing with a place that you work or family if you have to be around them a lot. So make sure you're thinking ahead on things and really weighing the options. Okay? But just be honest with yourself and trust what you know to be true. Okay? That's actually a really good message. Okay, so that's it for this week's reading, Aries. I hope that it resonated with some of you. If it did, please post some comments below. Also, please click the like button and subscribe to receive your reading and our other videos every week. So have a great day, everyone. Thank you.